There's nothing to laugh, or there's nothing to engage in terms of whatever you can find the very nuance of having some sort of play out of whatever you consider to be an engagement. The things of nullity, the things of voids. I'm talking about a situation where there's nothing to engage with. And this present monologue happens to be emanating from the very underlying facets of what happens to be crisis, in the sense that you have nothing to ponder, in the sense that the consequences of your preponderance won't fetch you anything. The things of lack of vitality, the things of lack of interest, the things of so many things that actually falter on the ground and subsequently rebound again on the ground. Most times, actually, when I try to make a video on philosophical aspect of things, it's not that I really feel short of words. It's that the agonizing pain that I actually take uh, is so huge that most times I find it very much difficult to find the correlation between my uh, very varicose sensibility or sensuousness with words. What I'm talking about happens to be the current situation where everybody seems to be lurking in danger. Agreed that the world is facing a situation where there's hardly any scope of rationality or reasonability, given the fact that the world is progressing on the lines of oblivion of thoughts. Since the self-conflicting ideas that are being fed or had been fed inside the quantum computer that runs the brain simulation have yielded a situation where it's not possible to find a byproduct in terms of logicality or uh, a politically correct version of thinking or even activities. And what's annoying is the fact that most times people are very much not upset with the recent development. They know that they are up to a very Herculean task of finding the right uh, version of the perspectives in terms of having the communication in the right place or in the right context. I hardly find a fruitful activity in the form of some conversation going along anywhere, anywhere. That happens to be my uh, activity, yeah, to actually probe for any scope of neuro linguistic processing or look out for any interpretation or any scope of analysis that could be actually presented about the very lacunae that happen to be encrypted in the very information processing of the post stabilization, the transmitters. The next aspect of thing is once this dealing with the perception is done with, it's very much obvious that they will fall back in the reality domain. And when that happens, the situation is so toxic that they won't be able to actually survive the ascorbic nature of the reality. The caustic reality shall bite and bite them hard and shall result to muscles of the order of billions.